Hi, my name is Kinsey, and today I'm going to be doing my Imagineers, Legends, and Disney Doers on Marc Davis and Alice Davis. So, because they are married, or they were married, I'm going to go ahead and just start with Marc first, and we'll work up to Alice. So the background information on Marc, his role, he became an animator in 1935, and he was a prominent American artist for Walt Disney Animation Studios, and he was a member of Walt's 9 Old Men. Marc's role did not change much over the years. That's basically what he did. He was an animator. Like I said, he was a very prominent American artist for Walt Disney, and that's just what he did. He worked in the animation studios. His training. So growing up, Marc spent his formative years drawing animals from his local zoo, and he also drew his classmates to avoid getting hazed as a new student at his school. So that's pretty sad, but at least he didn't get hazed because he was able to draw his classmates. So formal training took place at Kansas City Art Institute, and later he attended San Francisco Art Institute. He did apply to work at Disney some years later, and his drawing skills caught their eye, and he was immediately placed as an apprentice animator under a man named Grim Natwick, who ran the secondary unit for the title character on Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Marc soon landed a job teaching animation drawing at Chouinard. So Marc also worked on rides for Disneyland and Walt Disney World before he retired in 1978. So he didn't just work in the animation studio, he also worked on some of the rides, and we'll get to that in a little bit. Okay, so public knowledge of Marc Davis. He became particularly popular and well known as a ladies' man, thanks to his work on female characters such as Tinkerbell, Aurora, Maleficent, and Cruella de Vil. He was very, very popular for this. Some of his best work was the female characters that he helped animate and design. So that was really what he was known for, was being a ladies' man, or the father of the female characters. He eventually was recognized as one of Disney's 9 old men of animation. Davis's best-known early project, besides animation, was a soft retheme of the park's iconic Jungle Cruise attraction. Davis created the elephant pool and trap safari sequences for this attraction/ride. So down here in the bottom, you can see the picture of part of what he designed for that. And then this is just him up here doing the design or the drawings for it. He did still draw it out, but this is like the, remake of it. Okay, so additional details about Marc Davis. How did Marc Davis leave the Disney company? So Marc retired from Disney in 1978. Where is Marc Davis today? Marc Davis did pass away on January 12th, 2000 at age 86 of a brief illness. I could not find what this illness was, but he was sick, apparently. So what legacy did Marc leave? So Marc was one of the top cartoon animators to have worked at on Disney films. In 1989, he was named a Disney legend, and he was also the recipient of the much-coveted mouse car. Walt Disney himself said this about Marc. Marc can do story, he can do character. He can animate, he can design shows for me. All I have to do is tell him what I want, and it's there. He is my Renaissance man. Roy E. Disney, vice chairman of the Walt Disney Company, which also Walt Disney's brother, said Mr. Davis helped to design the art of animation and raise it to new heights. Marc's window on Main Street, USA reflects his personal passion for primitive art. Far East Imports, Exotic Art, Marc Davis, Proprietor. And there's a picture of his window later on in this presentation, but he did have a window on Main Street, USA, which was very neat. What characters did Marc animate and design? So Bambi, Thumper, Flower from Bambi, Brer Rabbit from Song of the South, the title character from Cinderella, Alice from Alice in Wonderland, Tinkerbell in Peter Pan, Aurora and Maleficent in Sleeping Beauty, and Cruella de Vil in 101 Dalmatians. So you see there's a pattern here for the females. So Tinkerbell, Alice in Wonderland, Cinderella, Aurora, Maleficent, Cruella de Vil. He had, like I said, he was the ladies' man, or the father of the female characters. Alright, so now we're moving on to Miss Alice Davis. So background information. Her role: she was a costume designer for Disney TV shows, films, and theme parks. Her training. So Alice was a talented artist in high school and received a scholarship from the Long Beach Art Association to study at Chouinard Art Institute. She wanted to study art animation, but there was a 2-year wait list to enter that field of study. Chouinard got Alice in the only opening they had, which was in costume design. After she graduated, Alice began her career designing women's lingerie for Beverly Vogue and Lingerie House in Los Angeles. In the mid-1950s, Alice received a call from Marc Davis, whom she had met in one of his classes at Chouinard. He needed a costume for a dancer to wear in a live performance of Sleeping Beauty. During this project, Marc and Alice grew closer, and they married in June 1956. Walt Disney saw the newlyweds at a Los Angeles restaurant one night and took a liking to Alice and her quality work. Walt hired Alice as a costume designer for the 1960 Disney feature, Toby Tyler. So that's basically how she got her big break with Disney. That was her background leading up to it in her training. Okay, so public knowledge of Alice Davis. Alice earned a reputation within the fashion community for her pattern-making skills and her expertise with different types of exotic fabrics. Because of her versatility, she also designed the costumes for Mission Control AA figures in the revamped Flight to the Moon attraction the same year as Pirates of the Caribbean, sorry. She also makes appearances at Disney-related events and fan meet and greets. I don't know if that is to this day or not, but she recently, in the past few years, has. She is still alive, so. Okay, additional details about Alice Davis. So, how did Alice leave the Disney company? Alice retired from WED in 1978, but still consults on various projects for the Walt Disney Company, such as the Pixar film Up. So that, I think, is her most recent, was the film Up. Where is Alice Davis today? Alice is still alive and she is retired. What legacy did Alice Davis leave? So Alice is well known for her costume design work and has styled some of the most beloved characters at Disney parks. Widely recognized for her incredible creative contribution to the It's a Small World attraction for the 1964-65 New York World's Fair. In 1997, Davis received the Disney Anna Fan Club Disney Legend Award. Alice Davis was inducted as a Disney Legend in 2004. And on May 10, 2012, Alice was honored with a window on Main Street, USA at Disneyland. The window above the Disney Honest store next to her husband's window reads, Small World Costume Co., Alice Davis, Seamstress of the Stars, to the Stars. Alice Davis translated pirate attire from her husband Marc Davis's original drawings into dazzling costumes for the audio animatronic figures of Pirates of the Caribbean, which I think is so neat. That is absolutely amazing that she was able to translate attire from her husband's drawings, which that is just awesome. So you can see right here at the top corner, this is when she was receiving her window. That's her and Mickey. I just think that is such a sweet picture. Same right here. This is her window right here. And then this is Alice and Marc together after she was able to translate the attire from her husband, Marc, from his drawings. So I just thought these pictures were so sweet, and they are just awesome. So okay, and then Marc Davis and Alice Davis. So here they are at a younger age. Here are their windows side by side, and then this is them. I think probably before he passed. Maybe he did look a little bit older here. So today they are the only married couple to be dedicated Main Street USA windows for their contributions to Disneyland. Marc and Alice were married 44 years until he passed in 2000. So, yeah. And then this is my reference page, and that is my presentation on Marc Davis and Alice Davis.